My stars, it's me, Missy. I'm back, and today we are going to be playing some more Thronebreaker, The Witcher's Tale. Now, when we last left off, a lot of things had happened. We are now a fugitive queen on the run from our own country, our own people, our own son. The Blackclads have taken over, not for any good reason. They're completely, horribly evil, in my opinion. Let's see, what else? We have a whole new army that we are trying to form, new allies we are trying to get, and we are currently in Moulderwood looking for a way out to go find the king of... I can't remember what this place is called for the life of me, but we are looking for new allies, and we just passed through a decimated city, and it was not good. It did not go well for them, sadly enough, so... let's hope things go better for us. And hopefully we get rid of our traitorous council, our traitorous son, and defeat the Blackclads and save our home. Anyway, guys, with that, let's get into the game, shall we? And I guess I can only go forward.
Meve and her companions neared the Moulderwood, a dense, ancient forest of trees whose tangled branches had witnessed the conjunction of the spheres. It was not until King Vidamont's day that a road was finally carved through the primeval thicket, significantly shortening the journey from Rossburg to Aldersburg.
Even when peace reigns, danger rules this road.
Rayla said.
Now no one dares travel it.
Well,
At the edge of the wood, by the road, stood an enormous willow. Its branches swept down to cover its trunk, looking for all the world like long tresses shrouding a woman's face. Meve had an ill premonition. She did not like the sickly sweet aroma wafting from this tree, nor the metallic buzzing of insect wings. She sent a scout to investigate.
bodies.
He drew aside the drooping branches and stumbled back. There were men bound to the tree, covered in
Yeppers,
sap
peppers.
oozing from gashes in its trunk. Its heavy scent had attracted swarms of insects, flies, wasps, bees and beetles. They seethed over the bound men, crawling in and out of their ears and nostrils.
Ugh.
Eldane welcomes us to his wood.
Rayla whispered.
Oh, those poor bastards.
Meve stepped towards the tree and saw the men stuck to it were all still alive. Those the elves had caught recently writhed and howled for rescue. Those hanging longer merely followed the queen with half-crazed, bloodshot eyes.
Oh, I get to have a choice here, don't I? Well, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't, and I don't really want them to suffer, and since I can't just kill them and put them out of their misery, free the captives.
Are you to stand there all day?
Meve screamed to her dumbstruck Lyrians.
Free them, at once!
Her soldiers needed no more prompting and set about sawing at the ropes with their blades. As soon as they had freed the first captive, before even a word of thanks could be uttered, a flaming streak soared through the air
Of
and
course.
stuck in the tree. The oozing resin burst into flames, engulfing the prisoners as well as the soldiers who had come to their aid. Elder speech battle cries rang out from the woods as elven warriors launched their attack.
Nilkampsia!
It's a trap!
Cried Reynard.
Defend the queen!
Well, figures I'd make a wrong choice. Let's get this over with. Eladin's ambush. Lyrians falls in a veritable inferno, choking and drowning in a sea of crimson smoke, surrounded by the horrific screams of men whose skin had begun to melt and warp. The ambushing elves appeared as specters, black paint streaked across their faces, eyes smoldering with their virulent hatred for humankind. Fucking bastards.
Keep your heads in the fight! They'll seek to blind us with shock and awe! I'll fight to my last breath. Nay, Duan Vacamest.
Damaging it by 2 if it was already boosted, damage it by 6 instead.
Arbalist at your command.
Go, hop, hop.
I can wait. Darkness, hi, how are you?
Them! Kill them all!
Oh, that's good, I'm
You
glad.
mad? Don't
I'm
say
doing
that.
okay. Here, have some fire. Since you gave me fire, I give you fire too. Have fun, friend.
Ah!
Okay.
None shall tread on us.
You know, I do know that both sides are at fault for this shit, but at the same time, this is not the way to fix a situation, I gotta say. This is Thronebreaker, the Witcher's Tale. It is
Now we will see who is weak.
a Gwent game, but with story to it. And so far, it's actually really fun.
This could hurt.
Fire friend. Good fucking lord, Jesus Christ.
Death awaits us all.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Tell me you jest.
Watch your heads.
Have strength, my love.
Wait, you're serious?
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
The unit's power equal to the unit on its left.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Duan. Oh!
Yes.
Don't let them regroup! Finish off the wounded!
We won!
The battle done, Meve surveyed the carnage, her breath still ragged. The thick stench of blood, sap, and ash she sucked in made her stomach churn and head swoon.
The Scoia'tael. I'd heard of their cruelty, but...
The queen said, sheathing her sword.
But never have I countenanced a thing like this.
Black Rayla, who had just extracted her blade from between an elven gorilla's ribs, smiled darkly.
Worst is yet to come, my lady.
Is this
The
horrible?
queen regrouped her forces and marched into the Moulderwood. The Lyrians sang none of their usual marching songs. Instead, they walked in silence, eyes darting constantly to their flanks.
Well, I won. That's at least something. Not very much of a victory, though, is it? Before I go forward. Is there anything over here I need to concern myself with? Go that way. But I cannot get to it right now, okay. Just keep going, I guess. Best option I got.
Hear that? Nightingales. Unmindful of war, they sing on.
Those are no birds, my lady. Just Scoia'tael scouts use animal cries to communicate. Tell the men to hold to the road, my lady. Anyone wanders in the trees, they don't come out.
Lovely. Funny map. Okay. Translated from Elder Speech to all divisions, the Lyrian Queen is currently passing through the Moulderwood. Her regiment is not large, but we cannot afford to underestimate her. Do what you can to halt her advance and weaken her forces. We will strike when they are at their breaking point. Oh, this guy really is a bastard, isn't he? Place is like a maze. Abandoned camp. Presence of wind-tossed tents suggested others had visited the Moulderwood not long past. Yet why had they deserted their camp? What had become of them? Before the Lyrian scouts had a moment to investigate, they were surrounded by the sounds of slackened bowstrings and whistling arrows. Goodness.
Left, right, left, right.
Ha! Edarin!
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Thank you.
Peace with humans? I'd buy that!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Death to humans! Our ballista, your command.
In turn.
Now we will see who is weak.
What do you want of me?
Catch!
Have fun with that. Achievement unlocked! Once more again, use Meave to trigger allies' loyal abilities 100 times. Okay, cool.
I shall not fail!
There we are.
Hey?
Jesus.
Oi! Hey there! Come here! Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
I smell a leak.
Have more fire.
Death awaits us all.
This guy.
Dwar.
Yes. I won. Nice try, though. The hell's over this way? God, this is just one big winding ass path, isn't it? So much stuff here. I'm gonna be lost. Lady, our soldiers found a merchant at the bottom of a pitfall. He's in poor state with extensive wounds and a high fever. What shall we do with him? Escort him to the nearest village and offer coin for this treatment. Escort him to the nearest village and requisition his wares as compensation. Let's do this one. Gives me a new card. And it gives me a boost of morale, which I kind of need. The hell is this place? Attention, in light of events in the Moulderwood, I hereby order the following. Representatives of the elder races caught consorting with Squealtail shall be executed without trial, together with their families and their belongings confiscated. Representatives of the elder races are forbidden to leave their dwellings after dark on penalty of lashing. Taxes for representatives of the elder races shall be increased threefold until further notice. Makes sense. Considering exactly what the Squealtail are doing. Hate saying it, but... sometimes, no matter how much you want peace, it doesn't happen.
Maeve's path took her to the village of Eichenfurt. Unlike most settlements in the area, not a single human dwelled here. Instead, Only elves and dwarves sat on its porches and stared at the passing Lyrians with clear aversion. Not a single greeting was extended to their allies in arms. Not a single peddler tried to hawk their wares. The only sound was that of snapping shutters and slamming doors.
Something's amiss.
Rayla said, furrowing her brow.
Order a halt, my lady, and give me a moment to look around.
Okay. Let Rayla look around the
You have
village.
a quarter of an hour,
Meave said as she dismounted.
and not a moment more.
The queen sat in the shade of a large pear tree. She shut her eyes and listened to the chirping of crickets in the grass, savoring a rare moment of relaxation. But the calm did not last. Within moments, one of her scouts returned, a certain Sergeant Niedermere. Tears streamed down his weathered, scar-pocked face.
What happened? What's going on?
Lady, come with us, please. You'll need to see this for yourself.
The sergeant led her to the still, smouldering remains of a mill. Her soldiers were picking things out from the ashes. When she got closer, she realized in horror they were human skulls.
Oh,
some
God.
no larger than apples.
Tell the villagers to gather by the well,
The queen said in a strained voice.
or be executed.
The elves and dwarves attempted no denials. They admitted Eldane and his Scoia'tael had helped them round up all the humans in their village, march them into the mill, then set it aflame.
They stole our lands, defiled our names, beat us, murdered us in bloodthirsty pogroms.
Shouted one of the dwarves.
They had it coming to them. Got their comeuppance, I'd say.
Even the babies? Even the children? So you'd murder children. For what? Vengeance? Are you fucking stupid?
Meave was no stranger to the cruelty of war, but the enormous evil she found in Iconfurt overwhelmed her. She felt a terrible weight on her chest, found it hard to draw breath, and her head spun. She felt she could hear the cries of humans being burned alive.
Ma'am,
Whispered Reynard.
you must pronounce something.
Or simply turn the matter over to me, Your Grace.
Rayla interrupted.
I know what to do.
Let Rayla punish them as she sees fit.
Do as you see fit.
Meave said quietly,
hate
gaze
saying
fixed on the ground. The queen snapped her reins and rode out of the village. She did not want to witness the bloody massacre of non-humans her soldiers were about to perpetrate. What she had seen at the mill already sufficed to keep her awake for many nights to come.
The wrongs don't make a right, but even if we escorted them out of this, out to a city, they could still escape justice. And I know there's no justice in this. But there was also no justice in killing children and letting them burn alive. This game makes you make really hard, horrible choices. That's a lot. Of monsters? Blackclads? What?
What was that?
Meave asked Reynard, who rode beside her.
A scream. A man's, I think.
Need to investigate. Gather a few men and we ride. Quickly!
The screaming came from a small settlement. When Meave rode up to its farmhouses, her horse reared and neighed in terror. Necrophages swarmed all around. The monsters surrounded a few Nilfgaardians who were trying, with no success, to chase them off with torches. Reynard swept his gaze over the carnage and said,
They cannot stave them off, and their armor is too heavy for them to flee.
Save the Nilfgaardians.
Meave was uncertain at first how to act. But when she saw ghouls snatch one of the Nilfgaardians and rip him to shreds, she drew her sword.
No one deserves such a death. Not even a Nilfgaardian. Follow me!
In defense of the enemy. If told at the war's outbreak, me would one day stand in defense of Nilfgaardian troops, risking lives of her own soldiers, she'd have given a hearty laugh, and yet the queen had found herself in that very situation as she looked at the ghoul's fangs dripping with foul spittle. She wondered whether she had made the correct decision. Whatever her conclusion, the opportunity to retreat had already long passed. Persian battle extra cards.
Lower your weapons! We're here to rescue you!
Yes, so footmen on round 1 start appear on the battlefield after 4 turns on start. Duel the lowest enemy. Okay. Every 2 turns on start, consume the top unit from your graveyard. Those need to go first, I think.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Why do you help us?
I'll fight to my last breath.
Damn the neckers.
Quick and painful this'll be. Let the ghouls eat 'em, I say.
Silence! The Queen has made her decision.
This could hurt.
Okay. Two turns on start, boost self by the power of the unit on the right, then move to the opposite side.
Shh, cork it.
Okay.
Armor won't say.
There we are. End turn.
Company! Forward march!
These guys.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
What do you want of me?
Kill that guy. That'll start a chain reaction, yep.
The chase is on!
That guy. Setting its power equal to the unit to its left.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
We've won.
It worked, Your Grace. The monsters flee.
There we are.
The Lyrians and the Nilfgaardians fought the monsters side by side, a united force. But when the last necrophage fell, the soldiers immediately returned to their respective divisions. Meave's soldiers looked at the invaders askance, uncertain what would happen next. Suddenly, one of the Nilfgaardians broke ranks and fell to his knees.
Okay.
Your Grace, I know you have no reason to trust us, but we are not enemies. We hail from Geso, a land Nilfgaard conquered and made its province. We did not ask to fight in this war by force. We were conscripted.
The soldier hefted his sword by the blade and handed it, hilt first, to the queen.
We yearned for a way to desert, and we have found it. Your Grace, allow us to join your army. We long for the Empire's defeat every bit as much as you do.
This could be to our advantage. Let the soldiers join your army.
Meave helped the kneeling soldier to his feet.
The enemy of Nilfgaard is my friend.
Exactly.
No matter who he is, or whence he hail.
The Lyrians were clearly displeased with their queen's decision. The black-clad deserters from Geso would need to earn their trust.
Geso footman. Geso arbalist. Well, I've earned new cards. Let's collect all the crap here. And I guess let's keep looking around and going forward. And yeah, my morale is very not happy right now. That's okay. Everything around here is just hella destroyed. Okay, we're back to neutral. Which is better than angry at me, I'd say. Go this way. Back here. Back this direction. Here was the camp. What's over here? That's probably a Scoia'tael battle. Another trap. 'Tis fortunate our scouts spotted it. What now, your grace? Bridge the pitfall or go back. Bridge it, summon the engineers. This way. The hell is over here? I have a lot of things to do. Mess tent. Black Rayla and Xavier.
Yes?
Tell me more about Eldane.
This Eldane.
Eldane,
Could you
that's
tell me
his
about
name.
him?
He should hang.
I'd hope to hear advice that will be useful to us in battle.
First of all, you can't rightly trust the bastard. He doesn't respect our laws, doesn't share our morals. The king once dispatched an envoy to Eldane, despite my advice to the contrary. Found the envoy the next day, eyes gouged out, shaft of his white flag jammed down his throat.
Of course.
So, diplomacy's clearly not the wisest course. But what of battle? What tactics does he employ?
Like all elves, he's a worm. Avoids open confrontation, sets ambushes, attacks from the shadows, from midst the trees. It would be best to burn this whole forest to the ground, deprive him and his folk of cover, any place to hide.
Sounds rather drastic. Like tossing the babe out with the bath.
Believe me, they'd not hesitate to do the same to us. Not for a moment.
Seeing Eridan in flames, that was hard.
Rayla, how are you holding up?
Not certain I understand what you mean.
All Edirn is aflame. Nilfgaard's banners fly over its cities. Don't tell me you're not troubled.
Of course I'm troubled. I stationed at Rosberg for 5 years. Knew all on the crew there by name. But that's war. That's its nature. No sense bemoaning it.
I see. Just know if ever you wish to talk.
I won't, but I do appreciate your concern, ma'am.
I must go. We'll speak later.
Your Majesty, I've been meaning to thank you for allowing me to join your ranks.
Certainly, Xavier. I welcome all foes of Nilfgaard to march beneath my banner. But what did the field surgeon say? Have you not resumed work too soon?
I've strength enough to wield a hammer, though my scars still burn, and fiercely so. My lady, I've seen folk turn and frown at the very sight of me. If my appearance disgusts you, I can...
Nonsense. The Nilfgaardians, not you, should be ashamed. You've no reason to hide, no reason to cower.
I agree.
Thank you, my lady. It means a great deal to hear that.
Tell me something about yourself.
You've long served in King Demoven's army, haven't you?
Yes, Your Grace.
Why enlist at all? What prompted you to do so?
The king needed engineers. I answered the call.
Not terribly talkative, are you?
I can build any bridge, any ballista, but to talk, well, it hurts to talk.
I see. Well, do not worry. I prefer deeds to words, in myself and others.
You shall speak later.
Other matters await my attention. We shall speak later.
As you wish, my lady.
Man, tent. I am doing just fine right now. Damage all units on this road by 2. Zero effects from your side. After 3 turns on turn start, draw the top card from your deck. Training grounds. Years. Increase the number of trinkets. Increase the recruit cap to 200. I'll keep my money to get the recruit cap. That seems like a better idea. Rounds start appear on the battlefield order. Move this unit to your deck, then summon a random unit from your deck to a random allied row. When rounds start appear on the battlefield. Loyal damage a random enemy by 2. Okay, that's good. Leave camp, and let's keep going. The lady we found human remains below in a rather grisly state, I'm afraid. Seems Scoia'tael soldiers smeared the man in dog lard, tied him up, and left him near Neckernest. I've heard the elves often execute their captives in such a cruel manner. I wonder what he stole from them. Perhaps we'll find out, drive away any monsters, and search the body. I'd like to know for certain. Have Eek ride the area of the area of the monsters, and then search the body. Well, I only have the first option. Blue trees, 4 stones, campfire. Go for that way. Over here? No, not here. Battle. Surrounded as she traversed the Moulderwood, Maeve always felt as if she was being watched. At times the queen thought she had glimpsed eyes glistening in the thicket. The rustle of tree branches carried ominous whispers. Of course, these were often mere delusions born of fear and fatigue, yet not this time.
Nay, Duanve camest.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
There we are.
I smell a leak.
Untravel fog.
For Demavend!
Show me the coin or sod off.
Yeah.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Our ballista, your command.
Here we are.
May your sword and arm be one.
Armor won't save him.
There we are.
Yorveth will avenge us, Dwan!
All units on the opposite row by 4. There we are.
Now we will see who is weak.
Left, right, left, right.
I shall not fail. None shall tread on us.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
There we are.
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
Tell me you jest.
End turn.
Everything all right?
We got a job to do.
Blood and neck ends. Similian Vat.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
End turn.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
And we're done. We've won. Well, let's keep going. Your Majesty, something glitters and glimmers atop this cliff. A few brave souls are prepared to scale it. Perhaps they'll find something of value. Perhaps they'll break their legs. I'm intrigued to have them climb it. Another piece. What is over this way? Milady, look! The raven. It is something tied round its talon, some sort of letter addressed to her enemy, perhaps. Likely worth a look, I'd say. A fair point. Let's lure it in with any baubles we can find. Get a map. Pumpkin Woods. 2 houses. Achievement unlocked. I want you for the Lyrian army. Recruit 200 soldiers. Kinda sorta lost.
On the edge of the Moulderwood, there stood a small village, Crumhorn. The hamlet was surrounded by a high palisade, while the villagers carried makeshift weapons, flails, axes, and nail-studded planks. Life as the Scoia'tael's neighbors was clearly not easy. While her men rested, Meve approached two of the villagers. They lowered their heads in respect and fidgeted nervously with their shirt hems.
My lady, reckon you ought to know. Elves meeting traders in the woods at night. Buy swords, herbs.
Rayla, who had overheard the conversation, twisted her mouth in a hateful scowl.
Hawkers stink worse than vermin. Willing to help murderers for coin. Please, milady, we must find them and punish them. You, talk. Where do these meetings take place?
The peasants looked at each other. One scratched his head, the other toed the sand. Finally, one of them blurted out,
Could tell you, my lady, yes, but only for gold.
Pay for the information.
I see I'm dealing with shrewd men of trade. Fine. Your fee.
Meve took a few coins from her pouch and tossed them on the ground. The peasants dropped on all fours and started snatching the coins from the grass, ignoring the contemptuous gaze of the Queen's soldiers.
Them hawkers wheel them goods to the old fishing hut north of here. Scoia'tael come a-crawling from the woods, the first crow of the cockerel.
The Queen told her men to prepare to fight the Scoia'tael and their abettors. Black Rayla sat on a fallen trunk and sharpened her sword. The grinding of stone on blade sounded a grim promise.
When two dogs fight, the third's sure to get the bone.
Well, I earned my money back.
We got the gold. Them elves will get a beating. Now that's what I call good custom.
Light candles. This is one corner of Moulderwood. Go the other way, see what's up there.
Meve arrived at the hut the villagers claimed to be the meeting point for the Scoia'tael and the hawkers. Torchlight flickered amidst the trees, and she heard the sound of hushed voices.
Your Grace,
whispered Rayla.
They're in our grasp. We must act quickly before the elves retreat into the woods.
If they order
Worry
to
not,
attack.
Rayla.
The Queen said, patting her on the back.
I shan't let a chance like this slip. Attack!
The Lyrians rushed out of the woods at the unsuspecting elves and merchants. Moments later, the sound of combat filled the dark wood.
Cancel transaction. It is difficult to say who held more contempt for the hawkers, humans whose laws they had broken by trading with the Scoia'tael, or the elven warriors themselves viewed them as honorless traitors to their race. Whatever the case, the hawkers paid neither any mind, for if they stood to gain coin, they would bargain with any and all. Let's hope that this works out fine.
Hawker scum!
Special price, just for you, love.
We'll catch 'em all!
There we are.
Show me the coin or sod off.
Watch your heads!
Nay, Dwan camest.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
There we are.
May your sword and arm be one.
Defadvara!
Pull him back.
None shall tread on us!
Catch!
This guy. And turn.
Now we will see who is weak!
That guy.
We ought to help one or the other.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Everything all right?
Power.
Oh my.
Might lose this one.
Hey?
Death to Old One! Don't like this.
Jesus.
We must trust each other.
I lost. Let's retry. That's fine.
Hawker scum!
Tell me you jest.
Watch your heads!
Got business for me?
Us or them, no other way!
Special prize. Just for you, love.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Yorvie!
Defidvara!
Catch!
Let us sing the song of steel!
Left, right, left, right.
And turn.
I shall not fail!
Yeah.
What do you want of me?
Again and again and again.
Okay.
We ought to help one or the other.
Damn it.
Gotta get our asses moving.
Oh my.
There we are.
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
Okay. Come on, we can win this.
None shall tread on us!
One bolt all I need.
This is elven land, Dwan, upon which your kind dies.
If anyone asks,
this one.
You've not seen me.
There we are.
There's but
And
one
we won.
penalty for trading with elves.
Meve pulled off a rare trick. She laid a trap for the Scoia'tael in their own woods. The surrounded elves fought to the bitter end, choosing death over human captivity. Meve cracked open the hawkers' chests and stared at a mass of tangled oakum. Perplexed, she dug deeper and found the real goods hidden underneath. Bolts with entrail-pureeing hooks, leg-snapping bear traps, and incurable poisons.
Of course.
Instruments of cruelty,
said
Yep.
Reynard, looking over the chest's contents.
Designed to deliver maximum pain and a prolonged death.
Gascon did not share in the general gloom. He reached for one of the arrows and balanced it in his hand with curiosity.
A corpse is a corpse. It cares not how it became one. And these marvels, oh, my lads could do fine things with them.
We're not going to become them. Destroy the
My
hawkers'
crown
weapons.
I have lost, but my honor remains.
Meve said, grabbing the arrow from Gascon.
I will not allow soldiers under my command to fight with this. Reynard, have these chests thrown in the lake.
In sinking the hawkers' weapons, Meve sent a clear signal that her honor would not tarnish even at the darkest hour. News of the massacre echoed through all of Edirn. cooling the desire of anyone tempted to profit by selling death to elven terrorists.
Good. And my people gain morale from that. That's good. Okay, let's collect my stuff. Something over here. Didn't like the creepy voice in the woods very much. Reports. Congress correspondence. Joel. Eldian's pointy ears have put in the following orders: 2 boxes of gut-tearing bolts, 3 canisters of weaponized hemlock, 5 crates of snares and traps, 1 bullet made from the finest steel for Commander Pointy Ears himself, bite coin twice, last time they slipped in a few falsies, and keep the devils off the main roads. Still can run into Ardinian patrols at times. Okay. Okay, soldiers' quarters. Can't make any of those right now. Okay, that's good. Who's this bastard over here? What? Impasse. Elven warriors burst from the forest, a menacing cry on their lips, faces striped in war paint, eyes burning with hatred. Meave stood in front and at the front and crossed weapons with one of those fierce partisans. They stood locked face to face, their breathing labored from great effort. Who would prevail and whose life would be extinguished in the shade of this ancient tree, of these ancient trees? The shortened battle. Try this.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Enter.
This could hurt.
There we are. And turn.
Nay, Duan camest.
There we are.
Dole! Blathana! My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Blood and neck ends. Similian Vat.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Here we are.
Jorveth!
Enter.
Cork it.
Jesus.
Have strength, my love.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Okay.
You'll regret your mum ever squirted you out. One bolt I need.
Dwan.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Okay. And one more.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Yes. And we won! Elena, my dear daughter, I beg you, please return home. Only death awaits you in the company of this hotel. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to your mother. Losing your brother in the pogrom was already too much to bear. In the name of all that is sacred in the memory of our ancestors, leave the forest while you still can. Well, they didn't listen. The engineer set to work immediately. A pitfall. What is your command, milady? Shall we bring Bridget or find another path? Let's see what's over here.
Meve was discussing some matter with Gascon when a scout approached. His blood-streaked uniform revealed the matter to be urgent, so the Queen cut short her conversation and requested a report.
We were scouting, milady, and we found a cave entrance. Small scattering of elves guarding it, but we took them right out.
Gascon scratched his chin.
I'd wager 10 Novigrad crowns there are more Scoia'tael squirreled away inside. We strike afore they know we've snuffed out their guards, we might well catch them by surprise. But we must act quickly.
Attack the elves,
Then let
hide
us
out.
act. Gather some men and prepare them for an attack. But keep quiet.
The Lyrians crept into the cave. They moved carefully, noiselessly even, avoiding notice for quite a while. Nevertheless, elven warriors soon came pouring out of a side cavern.
Elven hideouts, Goetal warriors typically employ stratagems of cunning such as weaving their paths to lead pursuers astray. Yet not this time. The partisans in Meve's force will all they could muster, as though striving at all costs to force her from the cave. The elves' new tactic worked against them, however. Their fierce resistance only further aroused Meve's curiosity, compelling her to discover what they had hidden in those mysterious caverns. The standard battle. Okay, so 3 rounds.
For Vtuber!
seriously, you already passed?
Cursed traitors.
And round. Win the first round.
They're not backing down! Must be something of value to them here!
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch. Dwan. This is elven land, Dwan, upon which your kind dies.
Okay.
Oh, my little A.
Enough chit-chat. Draw your weapon.
I shall not fail!
Tell me you jest.
Aye.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
And turn.
Oh my.
We'll catch 'em all!
Oh, my little A.
Death to all Dwan!
Watch your heads!
Here we are.
Your tricks will not save you, Dwan.
Give me a target.
There we are.
None shall tread on us!
We ought to help one or the other.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
And turn.
Dole! Blathana! Arbalist at your command.
That one. There we are.
Dwan.
Oh my.
Here we are. And turn.
I'll feed you to the crows!
we've won.
They resisted to the very end.
When the Lyrians broke the elven ranks, Meve was convinced their foe would retreat and regroup. But to her surprise, the Scoia'tael fought to the bitter end. She concluded there must have been something truly valuable hidden in that cave. As Meve entered the next chamber, her nose caught the stink of blood, pus, and urine. Then she understood. The elves were using the cave as a field hospital. Wounded fighters lay by the cavern walls. They made no attempt to defend themselves, nor to beg, nor to make peace with the gods. They merely watched the Lyrians calmly, with stark contempt.
This card has been added to your army and can be found in the command tent. Ointment.
Milady,
whispered Rayla.
You saw what the Scoia'tael are capable of. What they do to humans. They would have no mercy for...
Reynard, usually calm, could not hold back and cut Rayla off.
What, pray, do you suggest? That we murder the wounded?
The warrior responded in a whisper, slowly emphasizing her words.
I suggest you leave. Leave me and my men. We'll take care of the rest.
Used to let Rayla kill the wounded elves.
Meve looked the warrior in the eyes and was terrified by what she saw.
No, Rayla. We shall not touch them. Do you understand?
Rayla was quiet for a long moment. Finally, she nodded and left the cave. Reynard followed her with his gaze, hand on hilt.
Reynard, listen to me. You are to keep a close watch on Rayla until we are at least a day's ride from this cave. If she separates from the column, if she tries to double back, I wish to hear about it. Do you understand?
Reynard nodded. Despite the day's victory, they left the cave in a somber mood.
Just because they stoop to that level doesn't mean we should. By then, I guess. This way, I think.
Have we not passed this way before?
Scouts say no, Your Grace. They mark the trees.
Elves could have erased the marks, or left new ones where we've yet to tread. Best to follow the sun. Only way not to lose your bearings.
Very good way. Do that. Your Majesty, these are the ruins of an elven temple. Cracks in the walls have revealed it holds valuable treasure as well as monsters. We can't spend our entire army to fight them, but a small detachment of the army should manage to push through. The question is whether it's worth the risk. Gather volunteers, have them bring as much silver as they can. And carry. More up this way. This is the main quest. Apparently a puzzle back here that I didn't know about. Let's travel this way. So we're going this way. Reduce all powerful enemy archers to 1. Do not let me die. Located on a crossroads, shrines of Little were meant to protect travelers from evil, yet when Queen Meve approached one to pray, her force suddenly came under fire, victims of an ambush. Sometimes irony stings, I'd say. Striker's Dark Mirror damage the highest unit on the battlefield up to 15, then boost lowest unit by the amount damaged. Okay.
Armor won't save them. Lyria!
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Let's try that again.
Ballista, your command.
Already messed up, yep. Okay.
Ballista, your command. Armor won't save them. One bolt's all I need. Give me a target.
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Let's try it one more time.
One bolt's all I need.
As you wish, milady.
Give me a target. Ballista, your command. Armor won't save them.
You know, I'm skipping it. I'm not doing it. Becker's Dark Mirror has been added. Going. Around the other way, okay. Okay, we're gonna go this way instead. Lady Squirtle fell a tree on the road. We can remove it, but it will require some time, and every moment we spend in this conversation bars a dreadful effect on the soldiers. No excuses, get to work. Gold chest. Let me come back here really quick and just get this stuff done.
Not liking the looks of this,
Gascon said, furrowing his brow. Meve followed his gaze. Before them, beside the road, stood a hut with a scorched thatch roof.
Why?
Huts abandoned, yet dried fruit and mushrooms hang from the eaves. Famine raging all around and no one's been tempted. I'd send a scout if I were you.
The Queen did as Gascon suggested, and sent 3 infantrymen to reconnoitre. They entered the hut and found only silence that was soon broken by a blood-curdling growl. The soldiers ran out at full speed, tripping over their own legs.
Dog.
Meve drew her sword, convinced a horde of neckers or ghouls would soon attack. But her fears proved unfounded. Instead of monsters, out of the hut came a shaggy dog, a torn scrap of fabric clutched in its teeth.
Milady,
one of the soldiers began, his face red with embarrassment and his hands covering a hole in his breeches.
was dark as a well inside, and that hound, it jumped out at it, all of a sudden biting it and snapping.
Bad boy,
Gascon said with a smile, then pulled a hunk of dried sausage from his bag. Bought by this generous offering, the dog calmed down at once.
Good boy!
Further examination showed the dog was the hut's only resident. Like many others in Aedirn, its owners had disappeared without a trace. Their loyal mutt still guarded the premises, waiting for his master's return.
Let's take him with us,
Gascon said.
Otherwise, he'll die here, of his own hunger or someone else's.
We're taking the
A
dog,
watchful sentry like this could prove useful in our camp.
Said the Queen.
Fine, you can join. But he shall need a name.
How about Reynard?
Proposed Gascon, a cheeky grin smeared across his face.
That way, he'll come when you call, sit on command, and always be a heel. Always heel, that is.
Watch your words,
said Reynard, hand tightly gripping the hilt of his sword.
or you'll learn I'm not at all as tame as you believe.
Enough, both of you. That's an order.
Goodness, boys.
As for you,
The Queen took a good look at the dog, who still had a scrap of fabric in his teeth.
since it seems you've a taste for the cloth of the nether regions, I dub you... Knickers. Will that do?
The dog wagged its tail vigorously, as if thoroughly pleased with its new name. Meve's company marched off, a furry new recruit richer.
I'm so glad I didn't miss this. I love you, Knickers. Arf, arf, grr. Recruit the dog into your army. Knickers! Well, I'm proud to have a new companion along our way. Oh, just one get to there. Best guess this way, maybe? This way or this way, so let's follow this path down. And we'll see. Okay, I can't go that way. Yeah, so I need to go this way. Let's travel to this point. This direction. Down this way. No, up and then around. Not that way. This way. There we are. That's it for this area. Looks like go all the way back over here. Okay, what can I upgrade? Command tent. Knickers. Immune permanent resilience when you play a gold card. Summon Knickers from your deck. You seem to raise your hand for yummy treats. More new recruits for every battle won. That would be a good idea. Save the rest for later. Going this way, I think. That's not a direction. Remember seeing that bridge. Okay, let's keep going.
Meve was riding at the head of the caravan when Black Rayla rode up and leaned towards her. She spoke in a whisper, a hand shielding her mouth.
Your Grace, I've something important to tell you. Yet you can't show anything to miss. Look straight ahead. Make no sudden moves.
Meve nodded slightly and waited for her to continue.
Scoia'tael scouts in the woods, watching us. Eldain's near here somewhere, preparing his attack.
Okay.
So what do you propose?
Asked the Queen, her gaze fixed on the road ahead.
Let him catch us out in the open. We're sitting ducks. But there are ruins nearby, an elven cemetery. We can find cover behind its walls.
Meve was accustomed to discussing important decisions with all her advisors, but she knew there was no time for consultation now. She had to trust Black Rayla's advice, and so without further delay issued the appropriate orders. Meve's retinue reached the cemetery before dusk. Her soldiers knocked down the marble statuary and piled them into barricades, while scouts took up positions outside the walls to watch for the foe's approach. When the sun set, the woods exhaled the heat of the day, and a thick fog soon arose. Out of the mist stepped Reynard's scouts, bound and pushed forward by elves. One of the Scoia'tael, a sturdy elf with long hair, stood by the cemetery wall and cried,
I am Eldain. I would speak to Meve.
I am she. Speak.
Cadmil en Kedva Genvid, Renna. This place is of great import to us, the Enshe. I would tell you of its monuments, of the weeping Ensevern, carved by 3 generations of sculptors, or of the alabaster relief of King Kellad, so beautiful even the birds would gather to admire it.
Okay.
But I see your men have found our memorials, and in the way of Dwan, destroyed them without a second thought. I cannot say this comes as a surprise. You've already shown the gods molded you from the basest of matter. You agreed to lynch an entire village, without trial.
Get to the point, Eldain.
So I shall. As you certainly know, the necropolis is surrounded. Soon, there shall be a battle. But it is unseemly to fight in a cemetery. So I ask you to come out into the open.
And surrender our tactical advantage.
I suspected a matter so impractical as respecting the dead would mean nothing to you, Dwan. So I submit one more argument. The lives of the soldiers you sent to spy. If you leave the cemetery, I shall set them free. They will fight at your side. If not, I shall kill them, here and now.
Milady, don't listen to him. He can't be trusted.
Rayla, those are good men. Fabian, Gerrit, Matthias, they've served me for a decade. They'd crawl through 7 hells for their queen. They do not deserve such a death.
Theo will leave the
accept your
cemetery. I don't
conditions.
trust him, but
Your Grace, I beg
if there's a chance.
Soldiers! We march into the field!
Eldane clasped his hands in thanks. Then, in a swift, almost careless movement, slit the throat of the scout standing nearest to him.
I hate him.
You should have listened to Rayla, Your Grace. We elves truly cannot be trusted. Spala!
Well, let's kick his ass, I guess. Nice card, man. Eldon wore no armor, wielded no shield. He glided on the battlefield with dancer's grace, walking on air, evading attacks with elegant ease. His own blows sliced so smoothly through the air that it seemed to me his blade was never found the mark. That his Antolians started collapsing in the dirt, trying in vain to stem the blood spurting from their arteries. The wounds were small, no more than thorn pricks, yet devastatingly lethal. Story battle, shortened battle, okay. This is fine, I guess.
I warned you. Now we've lost the advantage.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I take full responsibility.
The chase is on! Eh?
Enough chit-chat. Draw your way.
Jesus Christ.
Nay, Dwan ve camest.
I'm a won't say.
Death to humans!
Good.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Zwei! Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Show me the coin or sod off.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
There we are.
Peace with humans? I buy those.
Elspeth will avenge us, Dwan!
Don't like this.
Your Grace, our soldiers. We could have spared them that death.
Greetings. What is it?
Enter.
Now we will see who is weak.
There we are.
Your folk were dead the moment they fell into Eldane's hands.
I shall not fail!
Oh, saw them! No other way!
Come on.
Onward, Fryhead!
What do you want of me?
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
I won.
Bladder!
Yes. And she unlocked Lord of the Moulderwood.
After a long, bloody battle, Eldane's unit was destroyed, and Eldane himself sat at Meave's feet, defeated and dying.
To die in a cemetery. Something amusing in it, wouldn't you say?
I am surprised you are in the mood for humor.
All my tears I shed years ago. My family killed in a massacre aimed at eradicating our race. Senseless. Utterly senseless. Reyna, we have lost. Me, my Scoia'tael, the Enshe. We shall vanish from this earth. Your grandchildren will know us in fairy tales only. I know I deceived you, but lay my bones to rest in a grave. Let me part this world with dignity. Ager Dregared.
Oh, please! How dare he? Look, he laughs, Your Grace! This dog should rot in an open field. Need I mention the willow? The many strung from it? The many burned alive?
You do not deserve mercy.
Mercy you don't deserve, Eldane. I shall leave you where you lie, where rats will gnaw at your bones.
In your boots, I would do the same.
Vasse derad, ep again.
Meave gave the order to march that very night, not waiting for the day to break. She wished to leave behind as soon as possible the Moulderwood and the rotting elven remains littering Kedva-Genvid Cemetery. Black Rayla rode at the head of the caravan to the Queen's right, a satisfied smile playing on her lips.
The hell? Mandrake. Going.
Oh, at last. I'd begun to think this wood had no end.
And I thought bandits knew their way round a wood.
We do. Around those not brimming with elves armed to teeth.
Letter found on Eladin. While Imperial emissaries, we've made contact with a commando operating on Temerian soil, led by a certain Lorveth. He is willing to coordinate his campaign against human regiments with our forces and awaits further information. We should send word to him as soon as we deal with the Lyrian Company. Foragers' quarters. Okay. A random bronze unit from each deck. That way, this way. Let's go over see what this is about. Come across many trolls in my travels. Some were friendly, eager to lend aid. Others, such as the one we've encountered more torn Eridan, viewed humans differently as, say, a tasty ingredient for soup. Eliminate the she troll, keep all allies alive. She trolls for fury. Okay. Spectre of Storms. Damage the lowest units by 3. Repeat this ability until all charges are depleted. Every turn on turn start, increase charge count by 1. Okay, great. If humans hurt troll bad, bad troll make strong glowy stick go zap. After a different ally is played from hand or moved to the other row, move next to it and boost it by 1.
Can't take it anymore.
As you command. Naturally. At once.
Oh shit. Jesus Christ.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
You can try to win them all, but you won't. Naturally. At once. Yes? Naturally. At once. Yes?
Damn.
Without hesitation. As you command.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Okay. Damn it. Try it one more time before I skip it.
Without hesitation. As you command. You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Can't take it anymore.
Okay, I'm skipping. I can't. I'm not gonna stay here forever. Spectre of Storms, okay. This no good, hole and bridgie now and bridgie bad. Humans go. No go, no one no go on bridgie, no pay shinies. No pay shinies on humans, only good for soupy soup. Splashy splash. Okay.
The burning fields and orchards spewed thick black smoke, turning day into darkest night. Riding in the middle of her caravan, Meve could see neither its head nor its rear. Reynard ordered the men to keep formation and march in silence.
Eyes open, fore and aft. The foe might well use these conditions to spring a trap.
When a scout's shrill horn cut through the silence, Meve immediately galloped to the front of the column. She found herself in a pile of red-hot coals that had once been peasants' huts.
What the devil happened here?
Bodies lay amid the ashes, barefoot men in nightshirts as if caught in their sleep. Meve deemed them yet more victims of the black-clad invaders, but Gascon had another interpretation.
What is it,
Look
Gascon?
at the arrows. Imperial issue? Not hardly. Nor are they the type the Scoia'tael favour. And the tracks in the mud, the attackers fought not in formation, but man to man. Bandits. It must have been.
Reynard, standing next to him, nodded in agreement.
Gascon can be relied on here. After all, he knows of what he speaks.
An uncomfortable silence fell over the group, ending only when Meve ordered the scouts to determine the direction of the bandits' tracks. They returned to report the killers were hiding somewhere to the north.
Okay. Go just a little further and see what's up over here.
I'm going no further, and I'd advise you to do the same. Bandits took the fort to the north.
Of course they did.
Another dead end. How the demons do I get out of here? How do I quit this place for good?
I needed that.
The scouts reported the bandits who attacked the village that night now occupied a fort the Adernians had hastily abandoned during their retreat.
They'll have crossbows, arbalists, ballistae. The bandits are armed to the teeth.
What's more, according to the local folk, they had a witch among them. In light of these reports, Meave's advisors debated whether it was worth risking a fight with the brigands.
Let's call it as it is.
Gascon said.
The game's not worth the candle.
Game?
Rayla said, struggling to swallow her anger.
They slaughtered an entire village. We cannot let them get away.
I agree. Attack the fort.
The stage seemed set for a long debate, when Meave pounded her fist on the table.
I am a queen, for God's sakes. I shall not cower before common rogues, even if the entire conclave of mages stands with them. Reynard, have the men prepare their arms.
Reynard saluted and left the tent. If one had seen him then, he would have sworn the grizzled soldier smiled to himself, beaming with pride in his ruler.
Well, let's have at it. By its stronghold, her countenance grim, Meave peered at the fort's walls. The seizure of this fortress was of no strategic importance. Indeed, some might even call it a wholly unnecessary risk. But not Meave. Rather than drive off the invaders, these brigands took advantage of the confusion to murder and steal from their compatriots. The queen refused to sit idly in the face of such depravity. And killing is not the solution to everything.
Your Grace, I saw flashes of light inside the fort.
Surrender while you can!
We'll catch 'em all!
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
What do you want of me?
Not what I wanted, but okay, that works.
Wait, you're serious?
I'll fight to my last breath.
We must find a gap in the fortifications.
Eh?
Okay.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
That one. And turn.
Did you hear that? A kind of incantation.
Something's not right. They should be dead with those wounds.
This could hurt.
More fire.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Can't take it anymore.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
And there we are.
Juiciest leaks in town, get him here.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
And turn.
We got a job to do.
The salty winds are blowing.
Give me a target.
That guy.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf I am. Can't take it anymore.
And I won.
Fort is ours,
Good.
Your Grace.
They battled long and hard to take the fort. Meve could have sworn she saw bandits stalking its ramparts. Bandits who moments before had taken a bolt to the head. By all rights, a mortal wound.
What the devil is going on here?
She swore as she took cover behind her shield. The secret was unraveled only after the battle's conclusion. Meve's soldiers dragged before her a grey-haired woman in coloured robes. The aura radiating from her left no doubt. They had fought a sorceress. It was her healing spells that enabled the bandits to hold off their attack for so long.
What is your name, sorceress?
Ispel of Tretagor.
I take it you did not keep company with bandits willingly?
Not at all. They kidnapped me and forced me to aid them.
Forced? I do not understand. As a woman fluent in the arcana of magic, you could have freed yourself with little effort.
True, I could have. But I would have had to kill, and I swore never to use my talents to harm another.
Not even in self-defense?
Not even then.
Then you live in truly unfortunate times. War rages all around. You cannot hide from it.
So be it. Then I must entrust myself to the care of the gods.
Or a passing queen.
You stand before Meve, by divine right ruler of Lyria and Rivia. We seek the lord of these lands, Demavend.
Oh, forgive me for not recognizing you, Your Grace. You do not look like a ruler. More like a mercenary.
I know how I
True,
look.
I wear no crown. It was stolen from me along with my country. I strive to reclaim what was taken, and admit the help of a sorceress would prove useful.
Thank you, my lady. But you must know, an army is no place for me.
And why is
Should
that?
you wish it not, you needn't fight. We have many civilians among our ranks who
do their part in the slaughter. Indirect guilt is enough.
My soldiers do not slaughter, they fight.
Lofty words, but the result is the same. Piles of corpses.
Well, a bandit I am not. I shall not force you. Reynard, prepare the men to march on.
Of course, but if I may, Perhaps Xavier might have a look at the war machines we captured. He may find some parts of use.
Neve followed Reynard's suggestion. Xavier went to work.
Yes, Your Grace.
Gods. What happened to him?
He was in Rosberg when the stronghold fell. Nearly burned alive.
How are you healing him?
The medics recommended regular poultices of dog's tallow, but whether they've any effect...
Of course they've no effect. For such wounds. How he must suffer.
In the day he reveals nothing, but at night one awakes to hear him sob with pain. You see? I need healers.
I shall go with you. But never shall I use magic to take a life. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal. I consent to your conditions.
Yes, you have put it quite plain, and rather bluntly.
Forgive me, Your Grace. It has been long since I played the host. I forget the custom.
Your spells mean more to me than your manners. Welcome to our ranks, Isbel.
Isbel sat in one of their wagons and shut her tired eyes. Her long grey hair seemed to flutter ever so slightly, though there was neither wind nor breeze.
Achievement unlocked. Do no harm. Isbel Healer. King Demoved's orders. His Royal Highness Demoved, King of Eridan, Lord of Dol Blathana, all garrisons in Lower Eridan. Your orders are as follows. Abandon border forts at once and make haste to Aldersburg. Massive reinforcements necessary. The enemy prepares to launch a siege. Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I had a lot of fun. If you want to see previous streams that I've done, go check out my YouTube channel. Link is in my bio. If you guys want to see a bunch of streams, then go check out my X or my Instagram. Link is also in my bio. Check out my schedule here on Twitch. If you don't want to do any of that for whatever reason, here's the stream schedule for this week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, click the notification bell, do whatever the hell it is you guys want to do. I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you are, and I shall see you guys real soon. Bye!